Well, I am screaming. So now I gotta kick up over here. Alright. 6 minutes. Not too bad. Apologize for being late. I needed to check my blood sugar, and I normally do it a little bit later than now, but I just wanted to do it early, get it out of the way, so that way I don't have to interrupt what gets started, and check my blood sugar. So we had 4 people waiting, and as soon as I went live, it cut down to nobody. Wow, that is amazing. I mean, it was kind of cool to see I had 4 people waiting. That's fine. Now it says that I'm back to 3 concurrent viewers, 2 over there. One of which I know is Tony Wallow. I have to say lots of props and lots of thanks to Tony Wallow for being here. Hopefully you didn't have to wait too awfully long. So, I don't see my... Huh. Yep, I figured you were still here, Tony. I thought Blackwatch was going to show up, although it's midnight wherever he is at. I thought I had put a description that this was going to be chat room choice on topic, and I don't see it. Now this is really odd that on this computer, something going on with my computer, I'm guessing. Anyway, I got 0 concurrent viewers here. And it's been played back twice, and I got 3 concurrent viewers here, and I've already got a like, and I got 3 people over on the other computer watching. So say hi if you can in the chat room. If you can't, create a channel and say hi if you can in the chat room. So Tony, it's you and I. If you got anything specific you want to discuss, I'm going to hate to have to restart this computer. Maybe I need to shut down. What is this? I can close that. That should not have any bearing on what's going on. And I know this. I know I leave YouTube open when I go live, so I know that's not an issue. So now I show 2 here, 3 there, and 3 there. That's really interesting. Maybe this is it. My wife's phone somehow got a medical ID on her phone that she didn't set up, and it was set up for a 33-year-old. So I had to Google how to do that, and then I went into here, and this was absolutely no help whatsoever, but I did get the problem resolved. Up to 4 people. Thanks for joining us. So what do we want to discuss? Oh, I know what we want to discuss. Probably what's on my mind anyway. Doing that the hard way. This is my case. It's a Cooler Master Box NR 600 without optical drive door. That's what the OOD stands for. Master Box NR 600 without optical drive door. I really like it. It's really perfect for where I've got it. You can see here in this, they came installed with 1 fan, and there's a slot here, and then there's a slot down here, and I'm leaning towards I think it was this one, buying these fans right here and putting them in the front. But I think before I do that, I want to try to get the same fans as my cooler for the heat sink. So I've got some credit with Amazon built up, some of which I absolutely have to use by the end of midnight tonight, or about 24 hours from now. So I was thinking, for $22, it's actually not going to cost me that. It will end up being free. So let me see if my memory gray matter will work here. Hyper. I'm going to cheat and look. Got fat fingers typing tonight, that's for sure. So I've got the Hyper 220 or 212 RGB, which is right here. This is what I have. This cooler right here. So I'm thinking I should try to figure out what the fan is so that it will be basically the same colors, I would think. Oh, it's down to $44. Well, I actually paid $39 for it. I should say it's up to $44. Earlier today I was watching Kerry Holzman, and he was talking about the money he's saving by buying the returned parts. And I bought my computer, excuse me, all new parts, but I bought them on Prime, Amazon Prime days. So today while watching him, I went through and I wrote down everything I paid versus what it cost today. There he is, everybody. Welcome into the room. The resident comedian, Blackwatch. You're quoting the Bee Gees. Good tunes, good tunes. Still have 4 people. Good to see Blackwatch. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I spent $873.94 before taxes on all my parts. My total cost for buying this after taxes, there was no shipping, was $955.11. If I were to buy it today, the parts alone would cost me $959.95. There would not be free shipping, and there would be massive taxes on top of that again, so it would be well over $1,000, pushing probably $1,100 when you factor in shipping. So I seriously am considering getting RGB fans, and it's just a gimmick. They absolutely has nothing to do with the flow of the air. I just think it would look neat, and I'm still, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should take a vote of all 4 people in the chat room. See what do you guys think? Think I should figure out what this fan right here is so that I can go to Amazon and find the specific fan to put on the front of my case? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? It's a 120 millimeter, I do believe. Yeah, it came with a pre-installed 120. So, and it'd be kind of stupid to put a RGB fan on the back, I think. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm getting the thumbs up signal from Tony Wallow. Yeah, it's kind of funny. And this is chat room choice tonight, so if someone throws a topic out there, I'll be more than glad to talk about it if I know anything about it. Or we can Google it or something. But this right here, man, I used to hate that. I'm still not overly fond of it, but I'm becoming more and more accepted of it. I had a good friend of mine that I don't care what you would ask him. You'd ask him a question that required a wording answer, and you'd get all the time. And then he would go with this. So I think he was doing it just to make me mad, actually. So Tony says yes. It's good to put the fans in there. So I may do that. Get the wife a little something. Get the grandkids a little something. Get grandpa a little something. And everybody will be happy. do you think? Black Watch, what do you think? Number 4 is going to be gone again. Maybe I should. Yeah, I think he already did. He left. He or she left. That is true. And no, it's not my wife. She's watching her Filipino TV on the big screen TV in the other room. So that's not her. She has on occasion, we have started the YouTube on that TV, and she has sat here and watched it, and then she'll do some surfing. I'll show you what they like to watch. I think I spelled it wrong. I think it might be right here. Been a long time since yeah. So this, if you ever want to see somebody that got YouTube down, these guys have got it down. So what you do, so what do you want to do again? Okay, I'll come back to this. What I want to do is, this is my case, and you can see right here there's a slot for a fan in the front, and down here there's a slot for a fan in the front. It came pre-installed with a fan. I'm thinking about trying to figure out what this fan that came on the cooler is, only so that it matches up with the colors, and then purchasing 3. I can get 3 fans for about 20 some odd dollars. They're relatively cheap. Put them on the front. I just think it will look cool. Yeah, you want to talk about that? You called it though. I mean, you nailed it 100%. That when the chat started this afternoon, you hit the nail right on the head. That, man, he just didn't even. The only thing he did is he mentioned Doug a couple times, and that was it. I would really like for someone that is a Patreon subscriber to copy that link somehow, if that's possible, and send it out early, because the whole thing just sounds wishy-washy to me. It really does. We'll see. I mean, that gives me something to do Sundays to figure out when that's going to go. So anyway, that's one of the things I'm contemplating. I just think it would look cool if you had RGB, RGB, RGB right there. I'm not a big RGB fan, but it's growing on me. Both my sons liked it, which surprised me. Yeah, it's just a gimmick. It has absolutely no influence or bearing whatsoever on the performance of the computer. So these guys here is what my buddy in Las Vegas, he's a Filipino, and he wants to emulate and be like them because he sees their successes. And I tried to tell him that while they are successful, he doesn't know. Do I have this on the right thing? Yes, I do. Cool. He doesn't know how long they've been doing it. Yeah, it gets 9,000 views and 187,000 views and 86,000 views. And they're interesting to watch.
What's up?
These guys have been doing it for a while, so let's see if they do their normal. I should be able to see the. See this? Okay, so that right there. That's what he likes, that opening title thing, and he claims they use Vegas Pro. So I went and tried to research that specific font to do it, and I played around in some fonts. I've got a video on in Vegas Pro somewhere where I did every font thing in there, which is what I was kind of leaning to do tonight with the DaVinci Resolve. But again, it's chat room choice. So you guys tell me what you want to talk about. How many? We're still down to 3, or we're still at 3. It's interesting to watch. It's interesting to watch how they make their money and what they do to make their money. And their editing is flawless. I mean, it really is flawless. Again, I've got such an utmost respect for people that do video editing. So, I mean, if you want to watch something very interesting, check it out. So, I'm going to go ahead and go back to home. I watched one of these tonight. It wasn't rare photos of celebrities. It was historical documentation of some things. World War I was in there a lot. World War II was in there a lot. Um, it was interesting. It was, you really learned a lot. So I don't see anything here showing up. See, I don't know. Maybe I'm on Dougie's bad side too, because I absolutely see nothing from here whatsoever at all. And they used to show up. If I go over here to Kerry, I can see his videos by going to his channel, and they're all there. And the same thing with Doug. Go to his videos, and they're all there. So yeah, I watched it. Oh, he did trim that down, because the original one was like 12 minutes long, almost. You print your own money. What denominations are we printing? You know, there used to be a time when we could really joke about stuff like that, but anymore I'm not so sure. I mean, I joke with my mom all the time that one of these days I don't know, you name the police agency that listens in, or the government agency that listens in, but they're going to come knocking on the door and say, "We heard you say something," and when you said it in jest, they took it as a literal, this is what you were going to do. So it's interesting. Do you guys mind if I jump over to Sony Resolve? So this one, I did find this one, and I'm really happy how that's turned out. I still don't like, unless I can go File, New Project, and we're going to call this one Text Effects Testing. We're going to create it. 5. I think those are currently in use. Could be wrong. So I'm on my Edit tab, and I'm going to go to the Effects library. I'm going to go to the Titles library. I'm going to bring just a, well, you know what? I'm going to start with this one. And then I'm going to go over here to the the inspector. And first text test. And we're going to jump down here. We're going to get rid of sample. Delete. I'm just going to keep it real basic and real simple tonight. I'm not going to change the colors. I'm not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to leave that like that. What we are going to do is we're going to go back to the effects library, and I don't see what I'm looking for. Interesting. So maybe text cannot be manipulated. Or let's grab the first. I still think that's got 3D effects. I'm going to grab this one. I don't know, it's got a little lever there here. Center reveal. Let's see if we can't bring that down here. Okay, maybe. Okay, Okay, it's got an effect. That's cool. And that one doesn't have an effect. Now the thing is, can we put an effect on this one? I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm going to close that. Can we put an effect on there, even though it says video, audio, effects? I don't think we can highlight it and go to effects. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. You can change the, you can add a shadow. Pick the screen color, let's go with that color right there. Oh, by the way, Tony, I have to give you props for catching the fact that somehow I had disabled comments earlier today. I honestly have no idea how I did that. That could have been an inadvertent thing. Taking Blackwatch is not a fan of the adding the 3 RGB fans. So, okay, so now we got our color for the shadow, and then we want to, I'm just going to go with 1.0 here, enter, and then go with 1.0 here, enter, and see if anything happens, and it doesn't appear that anything happens. Okay, wonderful. So why is that? Let's change the background to white. That didn't change anything there either. Well, I'm batting 1,000 tonight. So we're in the right place. I don't think that's... Oh, you know what? No. We do have to change this color because... There we did. If I have a white background with white lettering, it would not, you would not see it at all. And then I think, is that going to be... So we're going to change that to the same basic color. I think it was this one. That looks okay. A little darker, but that's fine. Because what I'm trying to accomplish here is I'm trying to set some shadowing, and I'm trying to change the background color. I don't know what stroke is. We'll turn it off. I don't see nothing changing. I think that's what's... I mean, I get that one's going to do something because that's what's been set up, pre-set up, predetermined. So let's see here. Continuing on. So I don't want to deal with this one. Why is it still stuck on that one? I want it on this one. There we go. If I click on that, why is that not showing up? If I click on that, okay. So the color, the size, clearly can see that. Okay, so we know tracking is what makes it get smaller or wider. Line spacing is up and down, which I thought I knew that the other day actually. And then the font style, you can just change whatever you want. Okay, that's cool. Lazy man's way of making it all caps. You guys. cracked me up, gentlemen. You cracked me up. Okay, so I'm working with this font. Alignment is good. Position is alright. Zoom is alright. I want to work on a shadow. And I don't want to Google this in YouTube, but I want to kind of experiment around with it a little bit. Oh, we're still got 3 people. So, why can't I change? Oh, wait a minute. If you change this, let's go to some god-awful color here. Nothing changed there. Well, that was real helpful. That looks a little different, but okay, so that's not helpful at all. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I see why I don't see the outline or the shadow. It's the same thing. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab this, and I still don't see it. Wow, you got to be kidding me. Nope, not seeing it. So what am I missing? This should really be changing. I don't understand this one at all. This is the same thing. So I changed the drop shadow. Let's turn it off. We don't have a drop shadow. Turn it back on. Oh. I'll take it, Blackwatch, that you weren't one of the 3 people that was waiting for me to show up. I'm gonna figure this out. Blur. Okay, so you know what? SHODA, shadow test. That's what we're going to work with. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's all I want to work with. I want to change the background color, and I want to get it to shadow. So I'm going to make this white as well. I'm seeing this is not changing. So, what am I not doing right? We're not going to have stroke because we don't know what that is. Right now we're not going to have shadow. But my big goal is to change this background right here to a different color. So, oh, I remember now. I bet you if I do this, yep, that's what it is. Doggone it, what a stupid thing. You gotta be kidding me. That's about dumb right there. I mean, I'm no expert on video editing, but that's just absolutely dumb. You have to go in and change the parameters of... You have to change the height and width. That's just stupid. That's crazy. I got corners anyway. See the corner up there and right here? That's kind of interesting. Let's leave that like that. Okay, so we did get that changed. That's cool. Yay. Buy that man a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi or Diet anything. Okay, so that's a little easier to... You know what? Oh, I'll get in trouble. Doggone it. I can't play background music because I'll get a copyright violation. Which I don't get that because you see music all the time. Okay, so that doesn't exactly look like it's totally white to me though. Shows that it is. But it don't look that way to me. Maybe the opacity. Oh, there we go. We go 50%. I think you should be able to put your mouse on this right here like this, and then move it with your arrows, but you can't. You ought to be able to click in there, but you can. Okay, cool. So that's pretty simple. I'm just going to have to remember when I do the background, I've got to change the width and the height to 100%. And then the height doesn't look like it's 100%, so we're just going to make it 100%. Alright, let's see if we can put a shadow in there by using some ridiculous number here. So they're 10, 10, the opacity's at 0. That's probably it. What happens if we, okay, I see a little darkness in there. 0. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so now let's make the blur 100. Okay. Not the best on shadowing, I don't think. And we're still at 3 people. That had no effect on it whatsoever. What if we make that 0? Aha! That's getting there. That kind of three-dimensionalized it a little bit. What? I can't put 0? Seriously? Can't put 0. Wonder if you can put a negative number. I wonder if we can go -2. Nope. You can only go positive. So, well, okay. Let me jump back up here. Wrong one. Too big. Too big. Nope. I was trying to think if maybe by increasing the size of the text it would also increase the shadow. And that didn't appear that's well, he had some good music. Okay, so that's got accomplished what I want. Now I need to see if we make this blur like that, that's not what I want. I'm more wanting that, and then no, I don't want to mess with that. Leave that at 0. I want to mess with this one, and we're going to, nope, that's not it. Doggone it. Oh, I just did this the other night. Tony, you remember how I did that the other night? So taking it, you've seen Jimi Hendrix in concert twice. Once at the Maple Leaf Garden, or maybe once. I've seen the Doobie Brothers in the 70s. And I had tickets to Aerosmith and somebody else that summer, but I got sick, and idiot doctors couldn't figure out what it was, and I couldn't go to the concert. I had the tickets, and man, I tried my doggone best to. I'm fine now. I haven't thrown up in 3 hours. Nope, you're not going to the concert. Oh, look, I'm up and I'm about, and I feel fine. Oh, I got a 90. No matter what I tried, it didn't work. I did not get to go to the concert. I was really bummed out. So, now, Lorna and I used to go to a lot of live concerts in the casinos with the local talent. And let me tell you, some of those bands were very talented. Um, 69, May 3rd, I was just about to turn 10. I was born in June of 59, so March of 69, I'd be real close to being 10. So, yeah. And you know who opened for the Doobie Brothers the one time I did see him? Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? That's right. The Little River Band. They were actually pretty good. So that's my concert that I paid money. We've seen people at the San Diego County Fair, and we've seen people in the casino. They had literally 6 nights a week, Fridays and Saturdays. They had 2 bands, 2 different bands, till the wee hours of the night. All right, back to the problem at hand. I want to figure out how to make this test, this shadowing, bigger. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. I like that. And I don't see... Oh, you know what? I bet it's right here. Let's go with 20. Ah, there we go. I found it, guys. And let's go with 20. Uh-huh. So I'll bet you if I can figure out how to manipulate this. Okay. Progress has been made. Let's go with some putrid, ugly color. Not that I don't. Oh, he did OD, didn't he? How did Janis Joplin die? Did she OD as well? Heroin, I believe, wasn't it? I believe Jimi Hendrix died of a heroin overdose. And I believe Janis Joplin died of a heroin overdose. Mama Cass did not die from choking. I believe I read that somewhere. So I got this. I understand that. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to have to put to my memory that when I do the background, I've got to do that. So I'm going to delete this one. I don't want to mess around with it right now. I'm going to keep it as simple as I can for tonight. Still have 3 people watching. You know what I should do? I don't think this will help at all. But you know what I should do is, I believe in here somewhere I thought you can share. So I'm going to share this, and I'm going to share it to Facebook, but I'm not logged into Facebook at the moment. This will be interesting. Please join us for Friday evening rock and roll flashbacks. And then I should go Friday. I cracked myself up. Okay, so I'm gonna... Yeah, that's right. He was a member of the 27 Club. Share. I can tell I know a lot about what I'm doing here. So how do I share this? I want it to go to my news feed. Try enter. Nope, that didn't work. News feed. Post to Facebook. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Post to Facebook. So I'm going to do that. Then we're going to cancel that. We're going to jump over here to Facebook, and we're going to... Oh, it did log me in. That's kind of scary. So now we'll see. Oh, we lost one. Who'd I lose? Oh, mercy. They have to take that away. I don't want to lose people. I want to increase people. That's cute. That's so funny. So I'm going to leave that running in the background. And we're still down to 2 people. So I'm going to go back over to here. That I've accomplished. Now I want to see if I can add a picture maybe. One of these days I'm going to put all this together and actually do something constructive or destructive. Robert Johnson. I don't know much about Robert Johnson. Should I know about Robert Johnson? He clearly wasn't in the Brothers Johnson Strawberry Letter 23, was he? Not if he died. No, because that came out in the 70s. So that's not. I'm not. I thought I knew my music, but apparently I do not. Up to 4. Hey, maybe somebody joined us from Facebook. Say hi in the chat room if you can. Or say something in Facebook so I know who you are and I can say hi and acknowledge you. This is chat room choice. And thus far no one's thrown a topic out except Blackwatch and I are. Yeah, Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin. How old was Mama Cass when she passed away? I'm sure you know. I don't. Born in 41. She was in her 30s. 33. Was she married to Jimi Hendrix? It says Jim Hendrix. 1963. Really? I gotta look this up. Oh no. He's some white dude. Nope, don't want notifications. Okay, so she was. Alright. Cool. Up to 4 again. Hey, Tony's back. Maybe Tony never left. I don't know that I trust sometimes what it says. So, I'm going to try to get where I can do something and watch and do everything at the same time. She was a big girl. No doubt about that. I'm going to go back to here. I think what I want to do now is I want to see if I can put a picture behind this somehow. So this will be interesting. Go to the media pool. I'm going to right click and import media. I'm just going to grab one here. We'll go with that one. And then we're going to drag it down to the, they say you can double click it and it puts it over there. That's the twins at 3 months. And then they say you can grab it from here and drag it down here. Wow, you can. Okay, so let's put that right above it or below it. I'm going to guess I can maybe do this, even though it blocks that out. Okay, so let's now bring it below it. Can we bring it below it? Apparently we cannot. So there's this video, audio, video 2, video 1, audio 1. Can I right click? No. Shoot. Well, that is going to be interesting. Okay. But clearly the top video takes precedence over everything, and I could probably do that like that. Hit spacebar, it's going to play, and then it's going to bring up the kids. Okay, so that's not accomplishing what I want to accomplish. What happened? I got a little bit of grayness over there. Let's, am I all the way back? Oh, is that because I did this? Yep, that's what it looked. Now I still got the grayness. So, Down to 3 again. I think people just pop in and see what's going on. See there's nothing there that interests them, and then they just pop back out. So height and weight at 2. Height and weight. Height and width at 2. We're going to change that to 3. That's not going away. Clearly it's there though. And apparently 2 is all you can have. Is that the max? Is 2? 1.0. Aha. Aha. 2.0. It is. I didn't notice this gray bar before. I'm going to have to look into that. Oh, I know. Was that because of this? I'm going to catch up. Back to 4. Outline width. Have I messed around with that yet? Let's go big number 5. Didn't change anything that I can see. Let's go big number 10. Still not changing anything that I can see. Let's go big number 25. Still not seeing a big change. Oh, wait a minute. Outline width. Is this considered the outline width? Apparently not. Not seeing anything there. Go back to 0. I don't know where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think we'd get in trouble with that too. So I don't know what this is. Let me see what if this changes anything. Wow, it changed the color. Let's go with 5. Let's go to a color that we clearly will see if there's any change, which is this purple thing. And then we're going to grab the slider. So apparently the size is going to remain at 1. And the color is not going to change. That's interesting. Watch what'll happen is it'll catch up and it'll all change at one time. So this is kind of good. I haven't determined if you can mask in here yet or not. Okay, so we'll get this out of the way and we're going to get rid of it. That's pretty cool. I thought I got rid of it, but it's clearly showing up there. So we'll hit play. Interesting. You're doing alright. You're doing just fine. Now we're down to 2. Maybe Tony left us again. Play this backwards thing again. Oh, there it is. I bet if I hit play, it plays it now. Yeah. So even though I deleted that, even though I deleted that, that still showed up. That's interesting. Kind of got me thinking about some things. Back up to 3. Oh my gosh, 1911 and 1938. What did Robert Johnson do? Brian Jones, not ringing any bells. Alan Blind Wilson, Blind Al Wilson. Was he part of the Beach Boys by chance? Ron Pigpen McKernan. Kurt Cobain. Yeah, I knew Kurt Cobain was. I think historically, though, Jimi Hendrix is the one that they kick it off. Born 100 years ago in rural Mississippi, blues singer and guitarist Robert Johnson. I got a question for you guys, and I'm dead serious about this. If I ever make it to Jeopardy, I'll give you a shout out. I'll tell them my knowledge was obtained via YouTube. I better hope that my final Jeopardy question for day one is, he was a founding member of the 27 Club. Got it. Robert Johnson. I didn't know Brian Jones was a member of the Rolling Stones. Foul play may have had a hand. Canned heat. Did not know that. Interesting. Jim Morris I knew. Kurt Cobain I knew. I didn't know that guy was part of the Grateful Dead. Who, Mr. Johnson? Or Brian Jones? Oh, Mr. Johnson. Yeah, it says right here he was allegedly poisoned. Well, maybe that'll be about my third day. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll have repeat Final Jeopardy categories. That'd be good. It'd be like the guy that's on there right now that when he talks about a person, he says "what is" instead of "who is." It's driving people up a wall. All right, well, almost an hour now. That's pretty interesting. Wow, it took 4 days to die from cyanide poisoning. That'd be painful, I would think. I mean, not that I've ever experienced death and don't know how that goes, and kind of hope I find out in about 25 to 30 years, but that would almost have to be painful. Wife's got to be watching something that's DVR'd, because the bad thing about satellite dish, we have AT&T DirecTV, and the bad thing is when there's a storm or it rains, 5 drops of rain can fall and it just pixelates and it loses the whole signal. It's absolutely horrible, which is another reason why I've really been considering going to cutting the cable, as they say, and going to stuff off the internet. In fact, Amazon Prime is coming out with a 3-month trial for 99 cents of Paramount Plus. I'm going to wait until the fall season gets here and probably take them up on that, if it's still around. CBS is moving one of my favorite shows to Paramount Plus, SEAL Team, military show about the Navy SEALs, and they decided they're going to put it over on Paramount Plus. So down to 2 people. Tony, are you still with us? I see 2 people in the chat glancing over at the chat room. I just ever wonder if, which I doubt, people like Doug and Carrie, I wonder if they ever check out Little People's broadcasts like this or not. So, just out of curiosity, do you have a channel, Blackwatch? Do you ever do any live broadcasting or anything, post music list or anything like that? Wait for Tony to come back, and I'm going to pose the same query to him, like that query. It's kind of hard to do sometimes. I was thinking about this earlier today about people that do, because my friend Ron out in Vegas, he was like, "Oh, you got to do a storyboard," and he actually showed me one day. He did a storyboard. It was 000 to 015 introduction, 0015 to 030 mom and dad. I mean, it was was insane. It really was. Didn't tell me what the fan is. That's gone up since this afternoon, and it's on sale again. The Prime's, they're taking $5 off of it. I don't need a cooler, I want the fan. I don't know that it's custable. I believe there was a control. Oh, there is a controller, but I couldn't figure out how to hook it up, so I stayed away from it. I think Tony bailed on us again. I'll get a comment tomorrow that sorry I had to bail, which is fine. I mean, my gosh, he was with Carrie the entire time, and started out with a $99 contribution. This should be the stream. Yeah, no, it's still showing 3 here, 2 over there. Could be behind. If Jim's done anything lately. Nope, he has not. Catherine, see if she's done anything. Nope, doesn't look like she has either. 2 months ago. So maybe Blackwatch is left. Maybe I'm all by my little lonesome here. So if I am, I'm going to jump back to here. So I can add a picture, but I can change colors around. I figured that out. I could go to pick a screen color, kind of like that. Kind of looks okay. So my next thing I want to do, if I'm by myself, which it looks like I am, is I want to see, can I draw, is it possible to draw lines back between the things, you know, the things, the letters. I need to check this out right here. Not really. Okay, cool. Cool. 1 hour. I'm going to see if anyone comes back to join us. We're back to 2 people. So I'm wondering, can I draw in here lines somehow? And I'm not seeing, see anchor points, but that's not for the shadowing. That's for, maybe, is it stroke maybe? Let's turn stroke on. Let's go with blue. Go with OK. Nope, that just moves that around. Oh, you know what? Let's try something here. Go with stroke. We're going to set a set point. And we're going to bring this over here to right there. We're going to set another set point. I'm pretty sure that's how you set the set points. Again, my mic, I haven't done anything. So did I lose, am I losing signal over here in this? Excellent connection. Jump back over here. So earlier you said you couldn't hear me, but Tony said he could hear me just fine. I should see something right here on that. Bear with me. So I should see something. Actually, you know what? Got myself muted. Test. Test. So earlier, you said you couldn't hear me, but Tony said he could hear me just fine. I should see something right here on that. So we probably will get feedback now, I'm going to guess. So I should see something. Actually, you know what? Got myself muted. How is it now? I can turn it down, I cannot turn it up.
So earlier, you said you couldn't hear me, but Tony said he could hear me just fine. I should see something right here on that.
I hear it just fine on my end. I wish someone else was with us so we could say.
I'm going to guess. So I should see something. Actually,
Okay, let me try this.
How is it now? I can turn it down.
And I'm going to wait until it goes to the big picture here. And I'm going to see, I see two things moving now. I see desktop audio. Is this picking up my desktop audio
I
now?
hear it just fine on my end.
That's crazy. Okay, so that changed over there on the live feed. And it went, how is it now? I've got the big picture, but it hadn't changed over here yet, I don't think.
How is it now?
Oh yeah, I did. Wow, that's kind of neat. Oh wow.
Until it goes to the big picture here, and I'm going to see.
Yeah, now I can hear the echo.
Now I see desktop.
So I'm gonna turn that down. I'm gonna get out of that. I don't want to play. Yeah, that would suck. I'm losing my hearing and it's scary. This getting old stuff's not good. So I could go into I see here, although this is my camera, and this one's not moving at all, and I can turn it up here. Now it should go completely away right there. Yeah, there is an echo because I need to mute that. Now there shouldn't be any echo. But you also shouldn't be able to hear me right now because my desktop audio bar right here is not moving at all. And that should take care of the one below it. There's the mic. The mic shows it's 100%. See how long it takes for. Okay, there's the microphone. I don't hear it coming out of my monitor to my left, so I'm going to bring this one up, and I still don't hear it. Now I'm going to bring this one up, and I still don't hear it.
Okay, there's the microphone. I don't hear it coming out.
Okay, it did. I can hear it now.
So I'm going to bring this one up, and I still don't hear it. I'm going to bring this one up.
Just a little bit of a delay. So I can hear it now. I'm going to check the volume over here. It's at 50%. Oh, we're live. We've been live. We've been live now for exactly 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds. We have been live. So I'm just waiting to hear. Oh, how did it mute? Why did it go mute? I want this to be
live now for
there.
Exactly 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds. We have been live.
Now this shouldn't. I've got this one muted, so there's no echo there. If I unmute that, there'll be a bad echo.
We've been live now for.
Now if I don't change,
1 hour, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds.
see how long it takes for it to get an echo. Are you on a Bee Gees kick tonight? Yep, there's the bad echo, so I'm going to mute this one. Oh, learning this stuff is so much fun.
Are you on a Bee Gees kick tonight?
I'm going to turn that one down too because it's going to bother me. So I'll have it barely running up there in the background. We have 4 people in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. It's chat room choice for discussion. And so far there hadn't been anything suggested except Blackwatch and I have been talking about rock and roll and the 27 Club a little bit. But other than that, we haven't had anything else going on. Nobody said anything in chat except for Blackwatch, Tony Wallow, and me. I am still in Charleston, Illinois. I will show you where I'm at. So here's Chicago. We're down here. St. Louis. We're right here. We're what, 2 hours west or east of St. Louis. Here's where my entire family's at, Indianapolis. And we've been to Chicago a couple times. We've been to Indianapolis many times. We've been to Cincinnati, which was actually, we went to this little town right here called Newport, Kentucky, but you got to go through Cincinnati to get there. We don't drive as much as we used to. We used to drive a lot when we lived out in Vegas and California. Still have 4 people watching. I can show you. I don't think I think the maps are way behind, I believe. Where are we at here? Okay, so there's the high school. We live right here on Mitchell. If you ring a little gizmo down here. So that's our house from, it says image capture 2013. And that's our house. I just talked about this. I've got the bricks around this, and I don't know what they had in there. Looks like lights maybe? I don't know, it's hard to say. And it's ironic that I love this guy's greenhouse. It's no longer there. But it's ironic they had cut their grass this way, and the day I took the photograph of the house the way it is now, I had cut the grass this way. This has changed drastically. The bushes are no longer there. I put rose bushes in. Yeah, I see 4 actually. Let's see what this says. Yeah, it says 4 still. Got 1 like, 7 people have played a little bit of it back. I guess that's what that means. Chat rate is 0. Man, that's terrible. All the chat, and I wonder why it's not kicking into chat over here. You know, I find it's interesting. There's a lot of things that I find interesting, but I find it's really interesting. Oh, there it is. So why chat doesn't show up there? I guess it doesn't. I thought it did. Forgot where I was going with my train of thought. I'm too young to not lose my memory like that. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. I know what my chain of thought was. So if I come over here, and these are all the videos I've done. If I go to videos, so I had 8 people watch this afternoon real quick. I had 3 people watch earlier than that. I had 15 views last night, 17 views, and that's great. I mean, that is absolutely great. I think 17 is probably going to be the all-time high right now. 20. Oh, I got a 23 views. From 5 days ago. What was I doing about Windows 10? There ought to be an easier way to do this, but I haven't figured out yet how to do it. Now we're down to 2. So 10 people watched Lorna cooking. A lot of 1 views, which is probably me. I thought somewhere down the line 4, 12, 7. This is the computer I tried. This thing just made me so mad. 6. Oh, I got one that has no views. That's depressing. 10 views, 13 views, 5 views. Here you go. Have I showed you this Blackwatch? That's so disappointed. I used to play a lot of golf, and that putt was tracking to go in, and at the last maybe 6-7 inches it decided it wasn't going in. It made me so mad. Actually, that whole day kind of made me mad, because allegedly the guy that was holding the pin taught golf in the Philippines, and that house looks a lot different now. These trees are all gone. The guy that lived right here, this is a mansion. He was the mayor of our town, died unexpectedly. The guy that was in here had a stroke and a seizure. Now we have 3 people watching. I find this interesting. I just find it's horrible that it's 8 years behind. Just kind of, how do you switch back? Oh, maybe go up here. There we go. So this town is just really small. We're on the eastern edge right here, and here's where she works. It's a nursing home right here. That's on the western edge. And then we have an airport right there. Here's an ironic thing about this airport. I have never seen a plane take off. I have never seen a plane land. And we drive this road right here constantly. I've seen him prepping the crop dusters before, but I've never seen planes take off or land. It's kind of crazy. We've been out to the lake a couple times. And then there's another big lake right out here. Right there, that's the Mill Creek Lake, run by the state. It's a recreational area. It's interesting, if that's your kind of thing. So how many we got now? It says 3 there, 3 there. It says 3 here, just changed. And I took it off the other one, so that's cool. So, what do you want to talk about now? Let's talk about how I can't figure out Amazon.com to order simple stuff that we're trying to get, that my brother swears up and down you can get off Amazon.com. The silence, I should do crickets. Probably. He probably is. Well, let's see. It's 10:20 out there where he's at. So, and what's Dougie got going on in the morning? Anything? I forgot to look. A test question that stumped many students. 14 equals S minus B. Well, 21 minus 7. Then 21 minus y would be what, 5? If you use 21 as your base to start out with. 24 minus r, obviously it's not 21 because 21 minus r is not going to be 24. Let's see. Yeah, the numbers add up vertically correct. So anyway, let's go see what. Wow, that just changed. Didn't realize that it was involving balls. So, I don't see anything scheduled, which is weird. Yeah, he drastically changed that. I've got that actually, I think, still running on my other computer. So I'll have to go see how much he cut that out. I agree with you. I really think that this was just a big publicity stunt. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if in a week or two we get a let me, online security cleared up a little bit or whatever, and he says something to the effect that he was drawn into this as well. Because if the guy does what he does for Patreon and gets paid for it, you would think he would know pretty much right away that it was a scam, and you would think right away he would know, okay, I can take it up to this point, and as long as I don't click on this, I'm good to go. And then the way Doug was explaining it was he actually got into a conversation with this guy and was giving him advice on how to hack people and scam people. I just cannot believe that. I really can't. I like watching those people sometimes. They're pretty interesting. So, this was the second one. Where was the first one? I don't see the first one anywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, not seeing it. Carrie's probably not going to be live tomorrow either. How many videos does he have, I wonder? 1,000? Well, if he averages 4 a week, it's 280 a year. He's been doing it for how many years? Yeah, he's got to be in the thousands. I like going back and watch some of his older stuff. Back down to 2. It's probably pretty boring, some of the things I find interesting myself. So let's go back out of here. Oh, well, that explains why you couldn't see what I was doing. So what I was doing was, I thought I was showing this. I was looking to see if Doug's got anything planned for tomorrow. And I don't see anything that says set reminder. I don't see anything there that says set reminder. You ever watch anything he does with this guy here out of Tennessee? I think he's in Tennessee. It's kind of interesting. Jim and I have talked on the phone and Zoom and chat. He helped me out with my build because I couldn't figure out the doggone power supply where it plugged into the motherboard at. I figured out the 24 pin pretty quickly, but I couldn't figure out the rest of it. So he was kind enough to help me out. Catherine got mad because I deviated from her list a little bit, and I can't seem to get her to understand that I had to make it work to my budget, and my goal was to build it under $1,000, which I ended up doing. So this guy's got anything planned for tomorrow? Nope, I don't see any reminders. Quick tips, maybe there's something in there. Nope, there's not. So we are back to playing with this, and I've kind of come across, I kind of want to figure out if there's a way. Wow, you know what? I do see a line now. I see a line right here. I see a line right there. This doesn't have a refresh button. Can't change the color for some reason. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Yeah. I can't change. I want to change the color to green. I need that line to stand out. Is what I need. I need to figure out what this line is. Oh, I got set points. Maybe it's because I did some set points. So let's see. DaVinci quit unexpectedly. Okay, that's about the third time it's crashed on me, and it's trying to restart. DaVinci Resolve quit unexpectedly. I think everything's quitting unexpectedly all of a sudden. Back down to 2. Okay. Taking too long to shut down, so I'm going to go see if I can shut it down. I'm going to shut that down. Let's see what this says. A problem reported and generated help you. Describe what you were doing. I was using your program. I was attempting to figure out the stroke function in Inspector. I'll probably never hear anything from them. Sending the problem. I don't know. No, gosh, no. Now, can I open another one of these up? Nope, you cannot. No. I don't know what caused it to crash. I mean, obviously I wasn't running this at the time when it crashed, so I don't know. Nope, I'm thinking that's probably going to be pretty good. What's starting up? Oh wow, that doesn't look right. I don't get. I go through here. I don't want some of this crap coming on. I want that to come on. I want that is fine. I don't want Microsoft OneDrive to come on. I don't like that. That's fine. Skype I want to get rid of, and that's fine. So Acronis, I haven't figured out how to use that. That's probably getting ready to come off. So I'm going to leave that as is. I should be the only user. Wow, why is it on my Gmail? That's interesting. So it looks like it shut it down. OBS. Well, yeah, I mean, I've got, what have I got running? I got Google Chrome, Legend 9, Windows Explorer's running. Oh yeah, I've got something open right here. Got pictures open. No, I don't think it's overloaded actually. Last night I had 9 tabs going, and I was playing around in OBS and I was playing around in DaVinci Resolve, and I absolutely had no issues whatsoever. Now I just wonder, could it be unupdated yesterday at 11:15? I just wonder if maybe it's trying to upload. No, it does. It did have some updates, and it's about as snappy quick. Although now it's not installing. Back to 2 people. Oh, there's the ever popular and famous restart now. So, probably will be back live. I'm going to restart the computer. I don't think this stuff automatically starts back up, so I'm going to jump over to here. I'm going to jump over to there. Come back over to here. So, what do we show in the room right now? 2 people. And show 2 over there. So Blackwatch, I will be back live in a little bit. I'm going to restart this computer and see if that works. And I would probably ramble on for another hour or 2. How long have I been rambling on now? Hour and 24 minutes. Pretty good. If you know anything about video editing, I would love to get with you somehow, remotely, email, Zoom, Skype, and listen and learn. Maybe I should make like Harry has his. He hits a button and it goes to his exit thing. Maybe I mean, you know, we're talking. I'm going to get really fancy if I do that. I'll have an intro and then this and then an exit. So just think about it. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to restart this, and I'll be right back in a little bit. 15 minutes. I don't know. Thanks for watching, everyone that showed up. Thanks for participating in chat. I'll see everybody soon. Bye for now.